Okay, y'all. Are we ready? I'm here. Are we ready for the reading? This is going to be a money reading. You guys can find the questions in the description box. For those of you that are going to watch the replay, that's where you're going to find the timestamps. Are we ready? We already got the crow calls in. Okay. I'm going to go first few messages specifically on what's coming next for you guys. And I'm going to use the Where's the Money Coming From deck. So let's see. What's coming next for my Crowllies? What is coming next? Planner. So it looks like, whatever's going on with your finances is something that you planned, all right? What's happening next is that, like, whatever you have set out to do, meaning your goals or your budget plan, or like, let's say a decision, a financial choice or a decision that you wanted to make, it's just as planned, okay? Some of you guys may need to figure out a different budget. Okay? So this is like sitting down, writing down how much your expenses are, how much your bills are, what your new budget's going to be in comparison to how you're spending money, what you're trying to save for, meaning like you have a goal financially to save for something. Um, it can be to prepare for your birthday. It could be to, Christmas is around the corner. It could be to get like some sort of big purchase, something on a monthly basis. Just make sure that you are also figuring out like, where you can get the best deal for certain things, especially if you want to do like quality, but you also want quantity too. You know what I'm saying? So just make sure that you're vigilant on like where your money is specifically, because I'm seeing that it's time for you to like write everything down. Maybe some of you guys prepare for like income tax season early. Okay. So that's the first couple things that I'm seeing here. So it's time to basically, check your books, check your financial books. You don't have financial books, you need to get some financial books, okay? That means like books specifically here to your finances, where your budget plan and stuff like that, or specifically like a budget planner. This could be for your personal finances, or this could also be for your like business finances. I know for a lot of different types of people, so just take how it applies. If you're someone that is an entrepreneur, you're a business owner, you're like a travel vlogger, you're like a someone that collaborates with other people, you're like an independent contractor, something like that, okay? Or some sort of influencer, and you do like partnership programs and stuff like that. You want to make sure that you're writing down all of the finances that anything that you basically need profit, but everything that you invest in, meaning you need certain supplies, or you need travel expenses, meaning gas, or making sure the car gets fixed, if it's oil change or something like that. Especially if you like the car to go to work, so for like business expenses too. Um, when it comes to like writing off your taxes, you can actually get write-offs for that. So tell me means like, so the next step is for businesses beginning, all right, writing things down. Y'all should be writing this down. Where is your notebook? Be writing this down. If not, you better save this freaking video, because your spirits they on it now. So writing everything down, so, right? If you did that already, you're in the next step. You're in the next step, meaning keeping up with writing down how much you spend, writing down how much you save, writing down how quickly you can get a certain amount of debt, writing off like eliminating certain things from your credit score. Or did you eliminate from your credit score? Your credit report is completely different. Your credit report, right? How did it affect your credit score? Whatever that was from your credit report. Um, how much debt do you owe in comparison to, let's say, uh, a credit card bill or just a one and done type of bill? The credit card bill is a recurring bill that has interest. So if you don't pay the full amount, you're still going to pay. You still have to pay what you owe plus some, right? So you want to make sure that whatever you're planning here, you're planning it and you're executing it correctly. Okay, and it's okay to continuously go back to like rewiring. Yeah, confirmation. It's good for you to like go back and rewire whatever plan that you was gonna do. It's okay to make adjustments when it comes to your plans. Don't freak out, okay? All right, let's see here. So something needs to change financially, you guys. That's what's coming next. This involves planning. Okay. So professional organizing. Perfectionism. All right. Some of you guys, you're gonna want to do things to the T, to the dot. Like I really, really want it has to be this way. If it doesn't happen this specific type of way, it's not gonna work out for me, right? Again, it's okay to make the adjustments that you need. You get what I'm saying? The adjustments that you need are going to shift a lot of things for you. It is going to like at first it's gonna feel like, oh my gosh, I keep messing up. Oh my gosh, I keep having to set another number as a goal, or keep having to take some money out from here and put it over there. There's gonna be a lot of movements, a lot of adjustments. So just allow yourself, kind of go with the flow because money is fluid, right? You don't want to be rigid when it comes to finances. All right. I do feel like for like what's coming next, you're learning how to be more adaptable with your finances. Okay. So don't give up if things don't look like if you don't reach that goal in the certain amount of time that you wanted to reach it, or if you have to take a certain amount of money and put it from one account to another account and kind of make a pause moment in regards to, all right, well, I was going to save for this and now I have to spend this. But guess what? That's going to help you. All right. It is going to help you. We have caution. Now be careful with just making impulsive decisions in regards to your finances, right? Sometimes this doesn't always have to be in regards to just spending money. Sometimes it's too early to invest in something. You get what I'm saying? Like when it comes, I'm gonna give you guys an example. When it comes to a taxi service that somebody's just starting off, most likely they're going to invest in a vehicle for the taxi service. But what they don't want to do is they don't want to go ahead and try to invest in two or three vehicles at the same time to try to jumpstart a little tiny small business when they haven't even stabilized their own income by themselves to add on people. You get what I'm saying? So that being said, if you guys are like you've been doing things solo, or you're the one that has been running the show financially in your household and stuff like that, and you're going to add another party to either help you be a business partner or um, another family member or someone that's possibly assist you financially. This can come out in many different forms for you guys. For some of you guys, this could be business related, partnering with another company or partnering partnering up with, another entrepreneur or something like that, and both of you to get a cut from it, or if it's like more personal, like you're working, but maybe like you have to, let's say, work with a particular coworker or something like that, but that coworker is not going to do the work just as good as you are, and partnering up with that said individual might kind of take the situation in regards to how people would look at you and how they would judge you in regards to that said project. You want to make sure that you're being partnered with the right type of people, with the right type of influences that's going to get you further in life, right? So when it comes to collaborations, be very cautious. Be careful with get rich schemes, okay? Any pyramid schemes and stuff like that. Be careful with that. Now it's not the time for you to, fall. I'm seeing just like you being influenced by like, oh, that looks good, that's appealing. Oh, I might want to do that, right? But be cautious of making decisions at this time that are not rock solid. Okay, if you know for a fact that you're going to get profit from it, don't. Just I'd rather you just keep the money in your savings account, bro. I'm gonna be honest, okay? Because there is more going on than meets the eye. So be careful. And that's why it's good to have a plan. It's always good to have a nest egg. It's always good to, have multiple different savings accounts. Like there should be a savings account for a rainy day. There should be a savings account for like your self care investment fund. That's like whenever you need to pick me up, or you want to take care of yourself, or you want to get yourself something nice. You don't have to take it out of the actual savings account. You get what I'm saying? Um, and for some of you guys, this could be like, again, business. You want to make sure that you have a nest egg for your supplies. You want to make sure that you have a nest egg for miscellaneous funds. You want to make sure you have a nest egg for your investments. Investments and supplies are two different things. Investments would be, I'm going to invest in a website. This website I have to pay for every month, every year, or I'm going to invest in a trademarking my business. I'm going to invest in a logo, designing that said logo. I'm going to invest in said materials, meaning this would be like machinery or stuff like that. For those looking at like print on demand, things like that. So you need like a printer or something like that. Something that you're going to invest in once and that's going to continue to feed your business. Okay. That's an investment versus you just buying supplies that you're going to have to constantly buy over and over and over again. Okay. So make sure that you're planning ahead of time what that would be for you guys, right? For both of you, this is individual household stuff like that. Investments will be, appliances, furniture, things that you will invest one time that you're going to have for several months, years. You know what I'm saying? That's an investment. Investing in a house or investing in land, that's an investment. You know what I'm saying? So each and every one of you is going through a lot of things. So just let it apply to how it fits you. Okay. That's what I'm seeing. What's coming next? What's coming next is you getting your ducks in a row when you're. We have gossip here. Be careful to tell your plans to go. All right, especially when it comes to your finances. Or be careful. Um, you should definitely be asking questions in regards to why people are asking you questions. Why do you want to know what I do for work? Why do you want to know where I work? Why do you want to know how do I know that person? Because you know that me and that person work together or something like that, right? Um, why do you want to know what's the secret to my business? I don't know. Why do you want to know how much money or how much money was that when I bought it, right? Those types of questions. Be careful with people asking you, oh, how you do that, or how much was that, and stuff like that. There is gossip here. You don't want for people to throw salt in your plans. All right. It's also good to minimize drama at this time when it comes to your finances, especially stress. All right. We have unlocking here. So what's coming next? Yes, there's a lot of footwork that you have to do to get to where you want to go. Spirituality is too. So as long as materialism and spirituality, some people may say that it doesn't mix, but if you are working like 50-50, like the spiritual and in the physical to manifest your best life, then it does work. It actually does work. Um, Being a little bit too heavily on the materialism can actually cause spiritual blockages. Um, but when you have spiritual blockages, it slows down your finances. You know what I'm saying? So there's like a 50-50 dynamic there. Um, so some of you guys may be utilizing, say, money mantras, magic spells, increased wealth spells, prosperity spells. Um, these could be rituals. These could be one and done candles, or these could be candles that are lit in threes. Okay, that's what I'm seeing here. Some of you guys may have a spiritual advisor helping you with spirituality. Some of you guys may have a healer that's helping you heal through certain things. Maybe some issues in regards to your finances, your relationship with finances is coming up here. Some of you guys may have a spiritual mentor that is helping you in occult like things and spirituality. It is helping you to see the blockages and stagnation that you did have at some point in time because something was affecting your finances. Okay, from what I'm seeing here. I also see you're being guided to discover the things that you like versus just like that. I'm seeing instant gratification, like, oh, I want this, and then once you get it, you buy it, you use it, whatever the heck it is, then you're like, man, I, I didn't really enjoy that. I don't know, like, whatever that is, you are getting to know yourself on a spiritual level. So spiritually, you have gone through some sort of ascension or some changes, like a metamorphosis, and so you're trying to get to know yourself more on a physical level now because when we go through spiritual ascensions and changes, our physical wants and needs, what we desire in flesh, changes as well. Okay. But so far, are y'all still with me? This is the first spread for what's coming in next for y'all financially. Let's go to where do you really stand with your money right now? Okay. When I say where do you stand with your money right now, this is like the relationship that you have with your money. You know, the relationship that you have with your wallet, the relationship you have with your debit card, with your credit card, um, you have with listening to, you know, I got paid or I'm getting paid or I have money in my bank account, that type of energy, okay? This is where you really stand with your money. We have the Queen of Pentacles here. I will say that you're somebody that you like to take care of, okay? You like to take care of yourself, you like to take care of your family. So currently, right now, you're someone that wants to provide. You don't want to provide because you want to be the head of the household. You want to provide because you want to take care of people, right? Whoever those people are for you. Those people could be your children. Those people can be that can be your pets. It could be your family member. It could be yourself. It could be your lover, right? You are somebody that you're very practical when it comes to money. So I wouldn't say that you're like irresponsible, but I did see, you know, there are some sort of shadow attributes in regards to impulsive behaviors that may need to be addressed. Okay. This could be something like emotional spending or spending while stressed or um, spending because it makes you feel like you have control of something. Okay. Um, there's some shadow work on that, babies. Okay. Someone could be a working parent here. Um, I'm also seeing like someone's working on security to secure their finances, to stabilize their finances. to structure their finances, and this is why planning out what to do with your finances is actually let me see what else. I also see here if you plan out what's going on with your finances, what you want to do with your finances, you can also see where you might need help ahead of time before it gets there. You know what I'm saying? Like you know how sometimes we go like, oh, if I just wrote down the numbers, I would have realized that I shouldn't have left the house with just this amount of money, or I shouldn't have went out for I don't know those drinks, or maybe I shouldn't have bought that extra subscription. I don't know whatever that is. You gotta pay attention to those things when you're planning, okay? Because sometimes you're not gonna like really know. Like you're really not gonna know because you can plan all you want, but you're not going to. Sometimes you don't get a heads up, right? Unfortunately, we might feel like maybe we shouldn't do that, but sometimes, like I said, there's shadow attributes that we have that kind of hold us back. You understand? They kind of like I don't know. They turn to us because like I don't know negative influences and stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? So be aware of that. Okay? You have the nine of cups in reverse. Some of you guys might not be satisfied in regards to finances right now. Okay, that could just be your current situation. Maybe you're not making the amount that you want, or maybe you're not able to spend your money where you want, or you're not able to do things as quickly as you want with your finances. Whatever that is, you're not in a comfortable position. You're dissatisfied, and a part of that is because you're being such a perfectionist. A part of that is because, like, well, you want to have this type of outfits, or you want to dress a certain type of way, or you want to be able to um, have these types of meals, or go these types of places, or hurry up and be able to make that purchase, whatever that is, for you guys. There's like a lack of inner joy. You're dissatisfied in regards to your finances. So whether it be the overspending of finances and like living above your means, or just being in a really tight situation in regards to your finances. Angel number 2244. So there could be certain decisions, yeah, sometimes that could impact you financially, but then there's other situations that are out of your hands that can also impact you, that can make you kind of feel like you have to micromanage your money. You have to, count every single penny type thing, right? This can lead to your shadow attribute, which is that materialism, right? Feeling good when you indulge yourself and stuff like that. But just remember that you don't want to feed too much into that, because that's when you start to do the impulsive things. Angel number 2323, which is 55, right? Um, so there's some changes that need to be made. Okay, seeing that for you guys. We have the chariot here, the ace of cups, five of wands, the ace of coins. Okay, it's gonna get better. Things are moving like right now. Don't forget, okay? Where you stand with money right now, and some of you guys have been attacked from like with evil eye and stuff like that, with gossip and people with like sending negative energy in regards to your financial goals, right? Or just in regards to your financial situation, right? Your stability financially. It has affected your relationship with wealth. It has affected your relationship with how you talk to other people and engage with them in regards to your money, in regards to your job and your career, right? Um, you're somebody that like you you would love to tell people and propose to them like what your plans are and stuff like that, because you're somebody, you're really excited about things like that. But there's been a lot of like issues with having like open doors, open positions, and open opportunities because of the people eye, right? And so you have to, use your intuition again. And once you feel that inkling of like, I just feel like I shouldn't tell this person about my money, or I shouldn't tell this person that I got paid, or I shouldn't tell this person that I am going for this job position, or that I applied here. I just feel that, this, for some reason, I just feel like this person's not wishing the best for me financially, so I'm just gonna pull away from them, right? Or I don't think it's a good idea for me to partner up with this person and put my money and their money together, or um, put my business skills and their business skills together. Whatever that is, make sure that you're listening to your intuition, okay? Especially if it has anything to do with lending people money, and it's large sums amount of money. And from what I'm seeing, it's like you could pay a whole freaking bill. Like you can pay a whole bill or your rent with that. I do not suggest you to dish out your money. Okay, I'm telling you that right now because I do feel like that's going to create some sort of chaos there. Um, I do see that there are people that often try to compete with you, or look at you as a challenge. And this could be in the workplace, or this could just be people just in regards to money. Like, have you ever seen like somebody try to um, like, oh, I have more money than you, or I can go, like, I have more clothes than you do, or this is the brand type of clothes that I have. Like, very what's the word for that? Very judgy. Okay, very judgy when it comes to finances. Okay, be careful with people like that. That's the type of people that block your doors. Okay, it like locks your opportunities. Have you ever noticed that you ever go for certain things and everything's like going, and all these green lights, green lights, green lights, green lights, and you tell that one person, and that person goes, "Oh wow, that's so cool. How did you do that?" And then after that, everything starts going crap. Like it's not working anymore. What just happened? You know, just be careful who you're talking to. Just really be careful who you're talking to, okay? Because where you stand with money is where you stand with outside people. And like, um, if you don't have good connections in terms of business and stuff like that with people, and there's like a lot of chaos and stuff like that with people, then that's how you're going to know that your money's going to be a little chaotic. All right, especially if you guys are someone that you work with other people. Like you need to work with other people to make money. It doesn't matter what you do. When it comes to running a company or a business, or being self-employed, um, or working for somebody, you always have to be able to connect with someone. The money has to go somewhere. The money has to leave and be received. You understand? In order for it to be circulated around. So you just gotta make sure you're in the right circle. People with the same mindset, people with similar belief systems. You get what I'm saying? They're not going to kick you when you're down, especially if you're trying to build yourself up right now. Okay, let's move on to how can you improve your financial flow? How can they improve their financial flow? How can they improve their financial flow? All right, the death card. Got to make some changes. So that means that if I were to give you a time frame, between now and Scorpio season. No, they said through because I'm no, I'm seeing that the challenges. Okay, so the challenges were since the summertime. All right, now they're painting a picture. So the challenges were since the summertime. All right, you've been having some issues and stuff like that with your your finances, but That was because of the evil eye and like other people like getting in your way, basically, like external, like third party energies, like that. Okay, third party energies, messing with your finances, stuff like that. But there's a new opportunity that's coming in for you, and this opportunity is very tangible, and it's something that you co-created through some sort of rituals or something like that. Let's say 4 months ago to a year ago, and it's now manifesting this upcoming season. But something has to change in regards to your financial plans, is what I'm seeing here. In order for in order for you to keep this going, okay. So between now and Scorpio season, which Scorpio season is October 23rd to November 21st. Okay. This is a timeless reading, but these days are still going to resonate. Okay. Just pay attention. All right. So there from now to then, you guys need to make some changes with your finances. Meaning this money's gonna go here, this money's gonna go there. I'm not gonna spend this money, this money's gonna stay. This money has to go here, this money has to go there, this money's gonna stay. Okay? Just like that, over and over again, over and over again. All right. Doing these changes, all right. So that means that you're gonna stop putting money somewhere and you're gonna change where you're putting it. All right, that's what I'm seeing here. You have to change the plan in order to nurture your goal, okay, whatever this is. Because they're telling me that you sort of miss on an investment. Whatever you were investing in prior was not necessarily in alignment with your set goal, with your plan. Okay, you have temperance here. So being a little bit more patient with yourself, with the perfectionism and stuff like that, I do feel like there is this situation here where you tell yourself that you're not going to get ahead with something, or you're not going to overcome something, or push you here to failure, and it happens like in cycles. Like at least once a year, you get into this phase where you're just like, I don't really care anymore because I'm going to fail anyway. I'm not going to be able to do this anyway. So what's the whole point, right? So you call it quits. Don't do that. Be patient. All right. Don't let temporary dissatisfaction mess up your whole money plan for the next year. You get what I'm saying? Don't throw down the money down the drain. Knave of Wands. Be careful with like somebody presenting something to you. Like somebody is going to come in rushing, like, oh, you should do this, you should do that, right? And yeah, it could be something that will sound exciting. Um, but I feel like if it's something that you cannot handle the flame, okay. If you can't keep the fire going with something, don't do it because this is water and fire, okay. Fire is not good. If you're trying to integrate something, you want to keep going. Adding water to fire is not going to help it. Just be cautious. Queen of Coins came out again. So I will tell you, financial plan, change those plans. There's something new coming here. All right. You need to let go of emotional baggage. You guys do this thing where you do it's called the get back energy. Okay. You get some money and then you get bougie. I love you, but exactly it's exactly what I'm seeing. All right. People do not like it when you get dressed up and you look good and you feel good with your money. Okay. This is where the evil eye is coming from. You get your hair done. Oh my God, evil eye on you. You switch your hair up, you switch your hair, you switch your outfit, you switch your vehicle, you switch where you're eating. Oh my God, here's more evil eye. Okay, so protect yourself when you go out. When you step out, make sure that you have protected jewelry and amulets and stuff like that when you're going out to these restaurants. Protect your purse, your wallet, saying? Protect your passwords. Sometimes you may need to switch your passwords and stuff like that. Now, there has been a period of time where I'm seeing somebody was sharing you were sharing your password with somebody. Like you said, here, go get me this. Here's my password. You better switch your fucking password because they still know your fucking password. So you gotta switch that up. You need to switch that pin. It's time to change that. It's time to because the death card is to end that. Stop doing that. Stop sharing your shit. That's not cool. Because now like that door is open. That money portal is open. You get what I'm saying? And even though like that person, I'm not saying like, oh, be careful, somebody's gonna steal from you. I'm not saying that. I'm not trying to like put no fear on nobody's heart, and I'm not trying to manifest that stupid shit either. But what I am saying is be vigilant, okay? Um, protect your finances energetically, but protect your finances also with your passwords. You get what I'm saying? You guys should always, at least like twice a year, you should be changing your passwords. Okay. Especially if you guys have like there's a lot of stuff going on right now with hackers and stuff like that. Y'all have to come on, be on that. All right. What else here? I think what was it called? Norton or something like that for identity protection and stuff like that, passwords and stuff. Get something like that. Invest in a subscription like that. But if you're gonna buy a subscription, don't do the full year. So that way you know you're good for the year. That's a good investment. So that way you know like it will send you an alert if somebody uh, stole your password or leaked it to the black web or something like that. You know what I'm saying? And this is not a sponsored video. Just, look at all right, judgment. Okay. Um, you gotta know exactly when to fight with something in regards to your finances and what to do about it. Okay, sometimes like it's an uphill battle in regards to getting things done the way you want it to get done, but then sometimes you just need that voice. You get what I'm saying? Like, that it's not the job. That's not the job. It don't click. You know what I'm saying? That job is not going to give you the money. All right, but maybe because you worked at that job, you will meet a person. And that person knows about another job. If that person knows about a new skill or something like that they can teach you, or they can hook you up with somebody else, and then they can get to that position where you need to be, so that way you can do whatever you want financially, right? Sometimes it's not a job that we we start off with, or we think that we're going to make a certain type of plan again with that perfection, right? You have this certain type of plan, and it has to happen step by step like that. But the universe has a different plan for you, you know. So sometimes we have to go through situations and tough circumstances. We're going to disagree. Oh, we want to open the door. Help me open this lock. Spirit, ancestors, help me open this lock. God, help me open this lock. Angels, please, why is this lock not helping? It's not working. I keep trying to get this lock. Please, please, please. I'm trying to give me the money. Like, what? And they're just like, leave that motherfucker alone. It's not your lock. That's somebody else's lock. That's somebody else's opportunity. Just turn around and we have something else for you. But you're wasting your time here. You're wasting your effort here. And then you feel so drained and you feel like you don't have enough passion anymore. You're like, I don't want to do this no more. 10 of Wands. You have all this responsibility, all this energy, all these things that you have to do, and you're like, I don't even want to do all this anymore. But there's no opportunity here for you guys. There is. So I will say, okay, how you can improve your financial flow is changing a few things. All right, changing your patience, changing that fight or flight energy when it comes to finances. Okay, now you're doing good in regards to taking care of yourself, being supportive with you're being supportive with, you're being reliable when it comes to finances and being there for the people that you want to be there for, being there for yourself financially. All right. You have a good relationship with money. You don't have a bad relationship with money. You never had a bad relationship with money. You've been through hard situations. That's the problem. You've been through situations that you were not prepared for planning. And because you did not plan ahead, or because um, you dropped the plan, okay? Maybe you didn't keep up with the plan. You on and off with the plan, on and off with the plan. All right, because you got impatient. You kept changing plan. Maybe it was something like that. Okay, but does that really mean that you're fucked when it comes to finances? No, you're good. All right, you have a lot of responsibilities. You need to delegate. All right, some of you, you're like, well, it's only me, it's finances. Well, guess what? There's organizations out there that can help you, nonprofit organizations. There's different types of like programs and stuff like that the government has. Okay, there's different things that you could definitely find, but that just means that you have to plan. You have to look. You have to search for the resources. You have to ask spirit, ask your angels, send me the right people, send me the right links, send me to the right website, send me to the right places. The same way they send you synchronicities, the same way that they send you to the right people and the right spiritual messages, so that way you can get your things together, right? That's how you're going to be able to get through this financially, all right? But take not so much. If you know that you're going to be able to pay a certain amount of money for a bill or something like that, then start making phone calls and be like, hey, is there a way for me to do like a budget plan? Is there a promo sale? Is there a organization or a company? Is there some sort of help? If there is, they wouldn't say there is if there wasn't. So that's how you can improve your financial flow. Asking for assistance and planning ahead, making some changes. That's it. Just make some changes. You got this. All right, moving forward to how much abundance is on a, all right? You're gonna see how much is gonna come to you. How much is coming to them? We have strength. And it's funny because strength is basically like we're talking about money. If we're talking about strong money, that means that the money is not something that you can't build off of. Okay. So that being said, the money, I would say, good. What is that card like? It's a pillar right when it comes to your finances. We have focus. So your finances is going to be the way it comes in, the way it comes in, and where it's being directed is very calculated. All right. There's going to be some times where the money comes in and it specifically comes in for that. It specifically comes in to buy that piece of furniture. Specifically comes in so that way you can pay something for your car. Like it's like a specific amount of money that you will have for that exact thing that you need, right? Um, here, you can feel a little bit sweet about it because it's like, yeah, I got money and yeah, I got bills, yeah, I got that thing, but I'm not. I still do the thing I actually wanted to do. I still don't like. I don't know. I still don't feel satisfied about it. right? Because I am seeing that you have to look at your money relationship in a different way. Like the fact you should have gratitude, being grateful that you can buy that soda or you can buy that coffee, fill your tank up, with gas, or you can get in a taxi service and you don't have to walk, or buy yourself food, or you have hot water. Small little things of gratitude throughout the day will help you kind of set that energy of that bittersweetness of like, yeah, but I still didn't get to do dot dot dot, right? Shifting that mindset, that's part of the shadow attribute when it comes to finances and money. That it that's the part of you that causes stagnation. That's the part of you that kind of pushes away from the blessing even arrives fully. Um, and you got to work on that shadow attribute, Bridget. Okay, here. Okay, so I will say, you guys. So you were dealing with people that were you. So for some of you guys, it's like people in your career fields or co-workers of yours in the specific job that you are working. Okay, take it how it applies. I am seeing that move forward, your abundance is not just stacking up on itself. There's a difference between abundance and cash flow. Okay, cash flow is the amount of bills and cash you're having in your hand, in your wallet, in your purse, in your cards, and stuff like that. Wealth, we're talking about capital. We're talking about possessions. We're talking about assets, right? So we're talking about a vehicle. We're talking about a house. We're talking about the the things that you can sell, like jewelry, things that you can sell that you can get more money from, you know, or things that you could flip. You get what I'm saying? You are establishing wealth with those types of things. So I'm seeing here. You are unlocking connection with, and this is simultaneous. You're unlocking connection with people that you can actually trust while also revealing who you need to basically lock the door behind. Okay, like lock the door behind you so that way they don't come follow you. The people that have been being a pain in your ass, people that have been causing issues with you financially, those people that were not rude to you financially, and the people that did not like there was like a clashing of egos, like the people that were financially materialistic or very territorial or very like I don't know, like they try to make it look like your stuff was theirs, or they can have what you have. Something very weird here that I'm seeing here. But this definitely goes down to like you really figure out who is your rival when it comes to finances, who is your rival competitor when it comes to your business, who's not for your business progression, who's not for your career progression, who's not for you just winning. Okay. So like I said, simultaneously, this is going to be happening where you're going to basically be identifying what you need to stay away from so that you can continue to grow your finances, right? And you gotta basically be careful. And then as you identify those people, that's when you're going to realize, right? What was hidden, what was the secret, and why things changed the way they changed, and why things, took as long as they did. Okay, because that's another thing. Because certain people are very important to you. All right, we have the high priestess of earth. We have honesty here. It's like some people. I'm seeing you were like somebody tried to utilize your resources, utilize your kindness for weakness. Like utilize the fact that you're somebody, you take care of people. You don't got it, I got you. Oh, you can't feed yourself, I'm gonna feed you. Oh, you don't have money for gas, or I'm gonna take you to work, right? So but they go ahead and they take advantage of that. And they freaking run like they run with like you say you're gonna take them to work and they think that if your fucking car is their car. Like now you calling me at all times of the day and night, and I gotta answer you so that way I can take you somewhere. This is not your car. This is not a free taxi service. You didn't even pay me for gas. I mean, I did you that one, two favors, and now the third, fourth, fifth, sixth one. Now you just think it's just yours. No, it's not okay. So, better boundaries when it comes to finances. All right, people need to respect your boundaries financially because it's your finances. You work for it. Self worth, chaos, belonging, denial, trapped. Yeah, you got to be careful with who you agree that they can help you and who you agree to help when it comes to finances. That's a part. See, that whole people pleasing thing, whole I'm gonna do this because I want them to like me thing. All right. You need to cut that shit the fuck out. I love you, but I'm not gonna share it with you. It's been 3, 4 years. Cut it the fuck out. That's it. It's trapping you in a situation that you're not supposed to be in. You're in denial. I don't know what happened. All this crazy stuff out of chaos. It concludes when you start to go right back in your self care journey, correct? Oh yeah, I gotta go right back. Yes, I gotta see myself again. I'm gonna start supporting myself again. And then here you go trying to help them again. Fucking trying to fucking lie and manipulate you so you can help them. Come on now. That's not okay. That's not okay. They take advantage of you. They take advantage of the fact that you care. Maybe you care a little bit too much. All right. Let's see what's blocking you from receiving it. Okay. What's blocking you from receiving it? We saw some issues here and there that you were going through, but let's see for real, what's blocking you from receiving this money. What is blocking them from receiving the money? The Five of Pentacles. It's your mind, the world, the Eight of Wands. Listen, you could change this if you really change your mind. The Five of Coins sometimes talks about, homelessness and stuff like that. So for some of you, if you in a situation that like, all right, you've been constantly facing homelessness or not having not having shelter, stable shelter, or a stable bed, to sleep in. You get what I'm saying? It's your lack of faith. There's a period of time that sometimes you stop believing. I don't want to say that you stop believing in God because I don't think this is not what I'm saying. It's almost like you stop believing in yourself. You stop believing that you deserve to have a good life. You stop believing that there are good people out there. You stop believing that there's an opportunity for you to make a comeback. It's like almost like you get financially depressed and shit, you know? And from what I'm seeing here, that's what's blocking you from receiving the finances. It's like the spiritual, energetic, mental um energy, okay, of poverty mindset. Like I'm gonna be poor. This is gonna be my life forever. I'm not gonna be able to afford Balenciagas. I'm not gonna be able to afford Gucci fucking towels and rags and shit like that. You know what I'm saying? Whatever the fuck it is in your mind that you go and you're like, well, man, I can't do that. You feel defeated. You start feeling alone. You start feeling isolated. Then your shadow starts, winning, right? You start feeling trapped again. And you are in all this chaos. And in reality, the chaos is just evil eye. It's not that like you're in a really tough situation. For real, for real. Because what I'm seeing here is like all you need to do is cleanse and protect your energy. Maybe transmute it, boo. You get what I'm saying? Maybe just transmute it. Like somebody's wishing you wrong, so just transmute it so that way you get the right people. You get what I'm saying? Like as soon as somebody's doing something wrong or has negative intentions for you financially, then shift that to I want those people to leave as quick as possible and for their replacements to come in just as quick. You get what I'm saying? It's about the intention. Like, all right, okay, I see how the universe is trying to teach me lessons. I want to progress with these lessons. I don't want to keep kicking myself upside the head, right? Because there's something here in regards to your relationship with poverty, okay? That's where the low self esteem comes from for you. So, financially, I'm gonna put it to you like this: if you ever thought that you had body image issues, or if you ever thought you didn't like how your body looked, or you thought that you didn't like yourself as a person, or you thought that you wasn't good enough, or anything like that, that all boils down to you not having enough money, and you didn't have enough money when you were a kid, and that shit put you in like a bullying situation, and your shadow got all fucked up, and now, as an adult, when you start going through fucked up financial situations, you get back into that low self esteem. You get back into that situation where you start, instant gratification. Is that food? Is that drinking? Is that drugs? Is that being like, I don't know, a little bit too sexual? I don't know, like whatever the heck it is, because for each and every one of you is completely different. Every one of you got your own spiritual story, and your spiritual story is sacred, right? So what I'm saying here is it does not come from um your physical body and how you perceive your physical body. It comes from the idolization of material objects and what that will do for you in your position in life. If you had this type of car instead of that type of car, if you had this type of name brand clothing instead of that type of name brand clothing, if you go to these types of restaurants and have certain types of reservations versus going to the other types of fast food restaurants. You get what I'm saying? Or going to these types of events versus getting invited to yachts and getting invited to certain type of area codes and stuff like that. You get what I'm saying? That's where that Five of Pentacles come from. And some of you could have also gone through, I'm hearing humiliation because of financial poverty or financial limitation. Okay. So this is coming to a full closure by the end of the year, Bo. This is done. This blockage here is done. Why? Because I just told you the problem. So now you got to go fix it. Eight of Wands. Go do it in a hurry. Figure out how you talking to yourself about your finances. What do you usually say when you don't have money? What do you usually do and say when you do have money? Do, say, and do everything on repeat how you have money every single day. I got it. I'm going to get my favorite drink. I got it. I'm going to put my favorite clothes on. I got it. I'm going to look like this. Why? Because when you have money, you automatically do the things that is in alignment with you because you feel good. You were so used to feeling bad because you didn't have something. That is that lack mentality that you got to get rid of. Okay? So that was what was blocking you from receiving it. It was that wound. It was the wound of like, oh, you really got those shoes on? Oh, your parents can't afford different clothes for you. Why can't you fit that? Oh, those are hand-me-downs? Yeah, those are all the trigger words. All the trigger words. The moon. It was deep in your subconscious mind. All right? Look, Ten of Swords. That's what had you. That painful. Painful. All right? Them wounds, those subconscious wounds run deep. All right? They make you feel like a failure. They put you in crisis mode. People done betrayed you because of that shit. People done betrayed you when you had things that you couldn't even afford, and you only had one or two things of those things that you couldn't fucking afford. And they fucking took that shit from you. And again, went right back to Five of Pentacles, feeling worthless, feeling like you don't have shit, feeling like a failure, feeling like you're in that state of loss, feeling wounded in the ego, in the material, in the flesh, and in your mind. Okay? That is what's blocking you. So once you subconsciously release that, all right, and you can subconsciously release things by doing reprogramming affirmations. So those are like affirmations that you listen to like as you're going to sleep. You can do the affirmations where you write them over and over and over again. The style that I teach my clients is the affirmation confirmation. Affirmation meaning you're doing your affirmations and your mantras. The confirmation is you actually doing something, some sort of action that confirms that affirmation. It makes it reality. You confirm that, right? If you I feel so beautiful in my skin. So that means that I'm going to wear, for confirmation, to confirm that to my body, I'm going to wear something that I feel good in my skin. Affirmation confirmation. And the more I do that affirmation confirmation, I feel good. I love my curves. I love my body curves. So that means that I gotta wear something that will insinuate my curves and that I feel comfortable in. Affirmation confirmation, right? I spend money and I invest money in my beauty routine. So I go get my hair done, or I go to get my nails done, or I decide to go get a luxury hot stone massage at a parlor or something like that. And that again confirms the affirmation that I've been working on, right? And so what that happens is subconsciously you start to rewire your mind. Your mind starts realizing like, oh, this is reality, this is true. So then you start to release and break down the death card, the last mentality shift. That mindset of you don't have enough, you're poor, you're not gonna make it, you're not gonna have the nice fine things, you don't look good, you don't belong here, all that stuff. You get what I'm saying? Judgment came out twice for you guys. So you guys have been judging yourselves harshly, but y'all judged yourselves for far too long. Far too long. Okay? We're gonna go ahead and wrap this up with what secret advice do the crows have for your wealth? Okay? What secret advice do the crows have for their wealth? All right. Unfulfilled. I mean, if you really want to get to it, you got to find out what's going to make you happy, because you keep doing the stuff that don't make you happy. That's not going to take you to the place that you want to be. That's not going to take you to your promised land. Right? So if you keep doing that job that you fucking hate, you're just going to hate getting money. That now is correlation with you getting money. I hate going to work because I don't like it there. I don't like those people. You're unfulfilled. You could be unfulfilled in the way that you're receiving money or the way that you're spending it. You got to redirect that energy. Okay? You can have some sort of emotional attachment to a job or to finances or something like that, okay? That is no longer serving you. And you need to explore your wants and needs all over again. Settling for a job, a title, a position, a partnership, a contract. You're settling. You could do better. You can get a promotion. You can start your company. You can start a name brand collaboration. You can start a partnership. Okay, you can travel. You can do whatever you want. Stop settling. Your soul is telling you that you are on the wrong path. That's just a confirmation for you. That's the advice. If you've really been feeling in your soul intuitive nudges, you know what? I don't like it here. You know what? I don't like this position. I want to try something else. I want to try something new. I don't know what it is, or some of you guys might know what it is, but you don't allow yourself to dream. You don't allow yourself to shoot your shot, boo. Allow yourself the time and space to elevate, evolve, go towards your true path, but take it slow. All right. I didn't say, call it quits right now, right this moment. Have a plan. Going back to having a plan. If you're gonna stack up some money and look for another job, stack up some money while you're applying to get the promotion, stack up some money and work a couple different jobs before you actually get the job or the career. You get what I'm saying? You have so much opportunity to do this. You just got to do it in a careful manner. You have to pay attention to every every little detail as you do it. Just take it slow. You got this. All right? They're not saying no. They're just saying take it slow. Right? They're giving you the luck. You're going to hit the rolls. Boom, boom, boom. Everything that you need to do. Boom, boom, boom. Everything's going to be checked out. You get what I'm saying? Let's get you your angel messages and then I'm out of here. What's their last message? Give them their guidance. Thank you. Look at that. Within the next few months. So I told you, do your planning between October and November. With the next few months, your goal is going to be accomplished. You're going to be closer to your goal, but have patience. Take it slow. Don't rush into it. All right? Compromise. That's the problem. You don't compromise. You don't ask for people to compromise. You should ask more often. Or it could be that somebody doesn't respect you asking for them to compromise with you. And they're not respecting your financial boundaries. You need to address that. You stop looking for a sign. You need to start looking for a sign. You stop looking for a job. You stop looking for those business partnerships. You stop looking into those ideas. Start looking for that sign. Because there's an opportunity here. Okay? Whenever you get this card, it's not just an opportunity. Look at the gold is raining on her. The money and the wealth can rain on you. All right? There is something better. But you keep settling. Stop settling. Start shooting your shot. All right? Get more information. Ask questions. Ask around. You're not certified in something, see who can get you certified. See where you can get those courses, that certification. You want to do like some sort of gathering or workshop or something, a pop-up, whatever. Figure out how. Look into the people that have already done it. All right. There's a whole bunch of videos on YouTube with entrepreneurs and how they started their businesses and stuff like that. It might not be your business model. It might not be your business brand, but just swap it out. Swap out the nouns, right? Swap out the pronouns. Their type of business for your type of business. Their type of niche for your type of niche, and keep it going like that. And keep researching and figure out how it's going to help you, because eventually you're going to start meeting people, and that's the whole point of networking, right? Finding a support system. Now, when I say financial support, I'm not saying like somebody's going to pay your bills or somebody's going to help you pay rent or go 50-50 with you on that loan. You get what I'm saying? But when I talk about support system, I'm talking about they can help you with, getting a good recommendation. They can help you with figuring out good teachers or coaches or good websites and resources and videos and types of things that are going to what's that saying? Teach a man to fish, he'll be able to eat for the rest of his days. You need people that's going to be able to teach you, boo, financially. You need people, not the people that are like, oh, how you do that, and then they try to fucking cock block you financially, or they try to freaking destroy your business partnerships and negotiations with other people, or they try to steal your ideas. You don't need those types of people. You need people that are going to um, build your community financially. And if, again, going back to, you're going to start realizing, oh, so this is the person that I'm not supposed to talk to. This is the person that has been there for all this time. This is the person I'm supposed to invest time and energy in. This person has invested that much time and energy with me, right? That's what you got to focus on. You got to feed the community that feeds you. Don't go out there feeding all the coyotes that want to eat you. All right. I'm going to leave it like that. I love y'all. I'll see you guys next time. Peace.